Hello everyone, how's it going? Hoxo Senpai here. Today I want to go over the new Mastermind skills that were added in this update 100. And yeah, basically because a lot of people are, confused about what's good, what's not good. So I'm gonna go hopefully cover every change on this new tree that we have. And yeah, we'll go over each of the branches and we'll go and I'll tell you guys what's good and what's not all that good because I have had a chance to test almost everything. And we'll cover Enforcer, Technician, Ghost, Fugitive, and all of this in their each separate video because there's a lot of stuff to talk about, and I just don't feel like making a 40-minute video talking just about skills because it's gonna take me like probably 10 minutes doing all this. And yeah, let's just go over it. So the first branch that we have for the Mastermind is the Medic. They redid Combat Medic. You don't actually get bonus damage anymore whenever you revive a teammate. Instead, you get a damage reduction for 5 seconds, both after and during reviving another player. So this is very good because the basic version, because they nerfed Inspire, and we'll talk about it later. But if you don't have Inspire available, 30% damage reduction when you're reviving a player, it's really awesome. And then you get some damage reduction later on, which is nice. The Ace version of this, it's pretty garbage. I don't like it, basically because I only play Death Wish. If you play Overkill, it might be nice, but you also want to be efficient with your skill points, and you don't want to ace this because then you can't ace one of these. And if you can't ace one of these, then you can't move up to Inspire, and just it becomes more difficult to unlock the Inspired tier. So yeah, this is why I always get this just basic. I never ace it because, like I said, it's some work on Death Wish, and even if it did, I wouldn't get it because I want to be efficient with my points. So if you're gonna go, actually, I'm just gonna talk about this. Quick fix decreases your first aid kit and doctor bag deploy time by 50%. Ace version: crew members that use your first aid kits or the doctor bags take 15% less damage for 120 seconds. So that's 2 minutes, 2 whole minutes, where they're gonna have that 15% less damage reduction, which to me it's nice. It's very, very, very nice. And the decreased time on the first aid kits is really important because you're always placing those stupid things down. Uh, it's not like doctor bags. You don't have to place them twice. You have 14 first aid kits to place. So definitely, if you're gonna go with first aid kits, I would just grab quick fix because it's a lot nicer. But painkillers though, crew members you revive take 30% less damage for 5 seconds, and Ace version, the damage reduction is increased by an additional 50%. That's 80% damage reduction for 5 seconds. That's almost like um, your that's almost doubling your tankiness for 5 seconds. That's really good. That means that teams you revive are, they're gonna have an easier chance to get to kill whatever killed them, and to get to safety. So yeah, if you're gonna go with Comet Doctor, I would grab painkillers. Comet Doctor, same thing. You just get better doctor bags. You get two doctor bags, 4 charges each, and then uppers the same thing as well. But they added something kind of nice, but it's very niche. I've never been, I haven't been able to use it yet. Uh, this shows how niche it is because I've been playing a lot of Payday recently. So what it does, it gives you your 14 first aid kits, and the extra effect they added on the Ace version is that if you deploy a first aid kit and a teammate happens to be down within a 5 minute radius of it, whenever you get them up, they're gonna get healed. You won't need to use your first aid kit. However, this is kind of lame because, like I said, it's very niche. Your teammate has to, die near the first aid kit. It's like, you don't really pick your spot to die. You just don't do that. Unless you have Swan Song, maybe. Um, but either way, you just don't pick your spot to die. So it's a very niche skill, and it's just whatever. You might as well not be there. I haven't been using it at all. Oh, by the way, the way this interacts with Swan Song, you actually have to place down the first AK because before you go into Swan Song, if you go into Swan Song and then you place your first aid kit while you're still Swan, it's gonna count as if you are downed already. So you won't get healed whenever a teammate gets you up. So yeah, very niche skill, and like I said, it's whatever. But hey, you get 14 first aid kits, and then we have Inspire. They nerfed the shit out of Inspire. The Inspire effect of reviving a teammate can't occur more than once every 20 seconds. That's insane. That's a pretty big nerf. You can't whiff with Inspire anymore. You have a 100% chance of reviving a teammate, but you have to wait 20 seconds. That means that you can't spam Inspire anymore, which means the game is actually harder now. Um, okay, well, hang on. Let me restate that because I don't actually think the game is harder. I think it's kind of the same because there's a lot of skills that make you very overpowered, and yeah, Inspire is just it's just worse. Is it still good? Hell yeah, it is. I mean, you can revive someone by shouting at them. It's still very effective, and this is not like a global effect. It's not like okay, your teammate uses Inspire, you can't use your own Inspire for 20 seconds. No, you each have a your own cooldown of 20 seconds in your Inspire. So it's still pretty good. And you know what? Inspire, it's really, really, really cheap to get right now. As you can see, oh wait, I have, hold on, 1 second. Let me just get rid of all this. Uh, I was testing some stuff before. Sorry. All right, I think that's it. All right. So as you can see, you still have 92 points left to spend on whatever you please, and you already have Inspire. So yeah, this is the most effective way to get up to Inspire. So let's talk about the controller tree, the second branch in the Mastermind. First, friendship. I'm gonna talk about this skill and how it sucks. At least the eighth version. The basic version is whatever. You unlock it, you unlock the tree, and lets you go up whatever. But the eighth version of this, I would never, 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 never pick it up. Basically because then you can't get Joker. Or I mean, you can, but it's just not worth 3 points. You know, if you pick it up, then you're gonna be wasting literally 3 points because the damage reduction that you get it's not really worth it. It's not a percentage; it's just a flat value, as you can see. Yeah, there you go. It's just a flat point 0.5 value, and we have the 8 hostages. You only get a 4 damage reduction. Enemies in this game can deal up to like normal classic enemies can deal up to 90 damage. It might save you for a it might save your armor for breaking like one more bullet, but it's just not worth it. So yeah, forced friendship, aced, bad. Don't get it. You got your classic Joker, and nothing changed about him. Confidence is a new skill. Well, the ace version it is. You cannot have two converted enemies at the same time. This is awesome because if you get Joker, you get partners in crime. These two skills give your converted a lot of damage reduction, and you actually make them pretty tanky. You get some more bonuses like having your movement speed increased by 10%. You also get 3% extra HP, which is nice, and it just makes your converted cops really really efficient at tanking. They're very good distractions, and they're not actually that potato anymore. They do kill stuff. they're um, they're very good. They're very good. I'm surprised. I've had a friend testing them all the time, and they've been surprisingly good. But the problem is that you need a lot of skill points to get them to work. It's kind of like sentry guns but cheaper. Anyway, Stockholm syndrome. They changed the Ace version of this. The basic is just control freak. So your hostages will not flee anymore when they're having rescued by law enforcers, and whenever you get into custody, your hostages will trade themselves for your safe return. Uh, it sounds really, really, really nice on paper. It can only occur one time during a heist, though, which is, it's like it's kind of a bad messiah if you think about it. But hey, because messiah, you can just kill someone and you get right back up. But this is if you get to custody, um, you can be saved once. It sounds really nice on paper. I actually haven't. This is probably one of the few skills that I haven't tested yet, even though it sounds pretty funny to to watch. I think I'm probably gonna test it on the next build I try out. But yeah, I still need to do some more testing on this one. I'm not actually sure it's that useful because I rarely go to custody. Um, Hostage takers hasn't changed. It's just 6% of your HP every 5 seconds if you ace it. It stacks really well with what's it called muscle. So yeah, it's a nice skill. Um, but like I said, it hasn't changed at all. I think. I think. It's basically the same thing. If it changed, it changed by a very little, and it's not worth mentioning. So let's go to the sharpshooter tree in the mastermind. Not tree, my bad. Branch. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna talk about why civil shot ace is bad. Yeah, you get 16 weapon accuracy, but you gotta stand still. Standing still in payday is usually a bad idea. And besides, uh, this branch is mainly used for sniper rifles, assault rifles, and SMGs firing single shot. First of all, I don't know why you ever use an SMG in single shot. Maybe on assault rifle, yeah, the M308, or I don't know, DMR kit for the AMR 16 or something along those lines. And sniper rifles obviously is really good, but those things already have really high accuracy. 16 accuracy, it's just too overkill. Like look at this, 96, 92, 96, 92, 92, 92, 88. Still pretty good. So yeah, you don't need 16 more accuracy, which is why marksman is bad as well. This basically just gives you more accuracy, and then so yeah, the skills here that are worth getting, in my opinion, is just these two basic. That way, you're more efficient with your points, and you can get up to the real awesome skills, which are high value target and aggressive reload. But I'm just gonna talk a little bit about rifleman. Like I said, marksman's garbage for me. I just don't like it. Maybe it would be nice if it wasn't restricted to assault rifles and SMGs and sniper rifles locked in fucking single shot fire mode. But because they are locked, it's just not worth getting. Because like I said, the only thing you might actually be able to upgrade the accuracy of is an SMG. But why are you using an SMG in the first place? The single shot SMG. Why? Why? No. Anyway, rifleman aced. Oh, my bad. Rifleman basic. Your snap zoom is 100% faster with all weapons, and your movement speed is unhindered while using your steel sight. This is um, the previous on the previous update, not update, version of the game. This was part of a fugitive skill called run and gun, I think, where you could use your skill sight and have no movement penalty. So they moved it to here to rifleman, and then the ace version, your weapon zoom level is increased by 25%, and your weapon accuracy while moving with SMGs and assault rifles and sniper rifles is increased by 50%. Um, it doesn't say you're restricted to have them in single fire, so I guess it's better. But uh, 4 points just to get 25% increased zoom and more accuracy while moving. It's just not worth it. 1 second. Anyway, moving on. High value target is probably one of the most awesome skills that they've introduced. It doesn't sound like it, but it really is. If you ace it, it's a really good spotter. Enemies take 65% additional damage if you're further if you are away from them at least 10 meters, and you can also mark enemies by just aiming at them instead of just yelling the shit, yelling at them. And this is really nice because sometimes you want to mark a bulldozer, so it would take your additional damage, but instead of marking the bulldozer you would end up marking, I don't know, like the shield right next to him, or you would end up yelling at the cop next to the bulldozer to get their hands up, and you couldn't get that juicy damage increase in the bulldozer. So, eh, it's nice. It's nice that you can just mark them by aiming at them with any weapon. Basically, it basically gives you that effect of the Thea scope in every Thea or Thea, something like that. It gives you that effect on every weapon, and the 65% damage increase. It's so good when you have very, very, very high damage weapons, such as the Thanatos. The Thanatos, I mean, 65% of 3,000 damage. That's a lot of damage added. And you might be thinking, does it break any number breakpoints? Does it actually decrease the shots to kill? Well, using this skill right here, you can actually make a one-shot dorsal build with the Thanatos, and I'll show you guys that build later on. But yeah, I still have to mess around with it. I'm not actually sure if it's mm, like all that useful, because I've tried like headshotting shields and that stuff, with sniper rifles, and sometimes it still takes two shots. Sometimes it takes two shots to one shot a taser in the head, even though you have them marked. So we'll see. But for now on, I just like the skill because you can one shot a doser. But yeah, uh, aggressive reload is probably the best skill in this whole branch. Increases reload speed by 50%, and you also get 40% reload reload speed reduction for 2 seconds whenever you kill someone with a headshot. This can only be triggered by SMG assault rifles and sniper rifles. However, it doesn't mean you are just how do you say it? It doesn't mean you have to have the assault rifle to get the reload time decreased. You can actually like get a headshot with a sniper rifle, switch to your pistol and reload it, and you can reload it 40% faster. Or you can get your yeah, you can reload it 40% faster. So that's pretty good. Probably like I said, the best skill in the tree. This is really nice with snipers. They have a very high what's it called reload time, and it's really nice with the M38 as well. So yeah, probably the best skill in the tree. And then ammo efficiency, which is just, in my opinion, for a 12-point skill, it's garbage. It doesn't really add mm, that much impact to your gameplay, like all these other skills. Spire's like still pretty good. Hush Sticker, it's pretty good. Ammo efficiency is just like whatever. It shouldn't be a 12-point skill because yeah, you get if you get two headshots in less than 6 seconds, you get one bullet back. That's like uh, it's just it doesn't add that much impact to your gameplay to be worth it the 12 points. So yeah, you're better off spending the points someplace else. And that covers everything about the mastermind tree. So later on, we're gonna do the enforcer, technician, ghost, fugitive. I'll see if I clump two skill trees in the video. I'm not sure if I will though. Uh, but yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace.